Good afternoon, classmates. I am Cesar Augusto Molina Toro. This subject is research project, and this step is 5, finally exam. What is research project? It's a particular type of project. A characteristic feature of this is the lack of the clear definition of the final outcome of the project. The results of the research can lead to useful results. For example, new products, services, improvement of production. For this research project, I will speak about the level English in Colombia. The objective is to know how is the English level of Colombia with respect to the other countries. An introduction of that is the research is focused on a look at the main problems that are evident in the learning of a foreign language. From the point of view of the student, it will also take into account some articles and magazines that prove the love of level English in our country, and finally we will give a possible solution to the problem. Introduction lets the reader know the background of our research. For example, we know that in Colombia there is a low level of English. Most people feel apathy toward this subject in primary, secondary, and university careers. And the people who are fluent in English L2, how do you learn? Is another country? Do you learn in Colombia? Is possible to learn here? Other step in the research project is show, for example, general background. In this step, the author will pay particular attention for a number of issues. The focus of the study could be on the global, national, or local context. A statement of problem is the basis for which to start any research. I have a research objective and scope research where figure out what exactly to explore for the study. Significance on the study, explain the implication of the research problem, and finally limitation of the research. Overview in this section discusses the previous research undertaken by various authors, their findings, establishing theories, methodologies, and tools used to develop existing theory. For my case, for example, there are internal factors and external factors that affect the learning of the English language. The internal factors are motivation, anxiety, learning styles, and learning strategies, while the external factors are socio-demographic condition, age of beginning on study, and school of procedures. Diaz M. 2014. From the beginning of the 20th century, English ceased to be language and came to be seen as a word tool. Casuso 2016. And finally, the study of English has ceased to be an option to become a clear need meant. 2014. Related previous theory. This section covers the specific theme of the study, elaborate previous theory about the research work should be stated here. This section is important since it shows what previous research have discovered, and previous study, recent studies have shown that level of English very low in Colombia, ranking last in Latin America, El Tiempo 2013. Other previous study by my research is Magazine Dinero 2016. The article showed the EF presented its recent English index worldwide. Colombia is in depth above 72 countries. Colombia ranked 49th with a percentage of 48.41%, in a student at 72.6% at a level of A and A1. That is very low. And finally, we have a operation of the variables, survey and addiction report by a student, method of research used. A mixed research approach was defined because it served both quantitative and qualitative purpose and technique in particular, and response and sampling procedure, quantitative data and that of questionnaire analysis. Thank you very much.